Morning. Um, just got back from milking and I thought I'd film today because today's a tough day. I'm tired. I had a stupid milking where goats were turning around and just being difficult, and I've also managed to do something to my knee. Find the straight line, don't corner well. So I'm going to be slower than usual doing my chores, so I thought I might as well film it because filming slows things up anyway. Right, so I've got Jin out helping me because I've had to bring out the big guns. Din Din. And she is wearing a harness. She wears harnesses instead of collars when we're on a lead, and she has just got a new harness, so we're breaking it in. She's just wearing it around the yard. Jen, here you go. I'll just get going with my chores and film bits as I go and see what other jobs appear on the way. Anybody that grows squash will know you can check your squash patch every single day and still you get surprised massive squash. I know, Ginny, right? Yeah. This is a patty pan. It was hiding on the floor under a leaf. see that? That's mice eating my sweet corn. So that's this morning's little harvest done, so it's not a bad little haul there. And Jin, I don't want kisses, thank you. And now we're just off down to the sheep. All sheep are present and correct. Everybody is good this morning. The chickens are fed. The sheep are grazing away. Appreciate on the video it looks like they've got like no grass. The grass is quite long. It's green underneath, but because of the drought we've been having, it's like standing hay. But as you can see, my sheep are fat. So we're okay. This is one of my favourite places to sit. It's a downed apple tree. It's still alive, but the sheep like hanging out under it. It offers nice shade when it's a sunny day, but it's all overcast today. So outdoor jobs wise, this morning I sorted out chickens, watered the greenhouse, and then did a bit of a harvest, because if you don't harvest every day, you end up with a big old glut. I harvested some tomatoes and I've got more on the house, and that is because I'm going to attempt to can some today. I'm relatively new to canning. I've preserved for a long time, but in the UK we just sort of make pickles and chutneys and jams. It's less common to do water bath canning, and it's much harder to get hold of canning jars and canning lids, and they're much more expensive. So anyway, I've managed to get some jars, and I'm going to can some of my tomatoes. I'm also going to make some green bean chutney, because I have some beans. At the moment, I've got all the beans I need for winter in my freezer. Well, not all, my target, what I wanted to put in the freezer is in there. So I'm picking any sensible sized beans now for either eating, or I've just got enough to do a batch of chutney. And anything that goes too big, I'm leaving on the plant, and I will either save the seed for planting next year or as shelled beans for eating. I harvested some squash, which is again just do every day, otherwise you end up with giant ones, but I still managed to end up with a giant patty pan. I also harvested some sunflower heads because I'm saving the seed to feed the chickens, and if I leave it outside, the wildlife will eat it. And on that note, the mice are eating my sweet corn. So as soon as something looks ripe, I have to harvest it. So because of that, I mean, if I fancy it for dinner, I eat it, but as a rule at the moment, I'm just blanching and freezing single portion size pieces of the cob. But I didn't make a boo-boo. I harvested one that looked like it was ready, but I did, I suppose. It hadn't been pollinated, so it's fairly ropey, so I just gave it straight to the chickens. Next year, I think I will just do a bigger patch of corn, and maybe a bit more dense, and just make more effort to go in there and shake it all to make sure it cross-pollinates. bolognese. I've now got to go and make the chutney, do some canned tomatoes. I'm going to do a batch of ginger biscuits, set some bread on the go, and I might do some, well, cinnamon buns, but they won't be because I haven't got any cinnamon, so they'll be chocolate probably. But first I think I'm going to just chill out here for a bit and try and get some more energy.